Okay, so let's go ahead and proceed. So first thing to do is open up your VS Code here. So this is what we've done yesterday. All we need to do is to go to File and then Close Folder. All right. So we'll be starting anew. So let's start and create day 3. So create folder and let's name it as D. Sorry, this is day 4. So we'll name it as buttons. All right. So after that, we just need to drag it here so we can start a new project. All right. So as you can see on the left side, we have different the tabs here. This is for the Explorer. This is where your project is. So all you need to do is to create or add another file. And let's name it as, you can name it as index.html. But for now, I'm going to be using buttons. Buttons.html. All right, then press enter. And you know the drill. I'm gonna be typing in exclamation and then enter. It will automatically give you the HTML head, body, and that's it. So let me just go ahead and separate this one. We also need to open up the preview so that we know what we're working on. Okay, let me just click view here and then word wrap so that it will wrap, but it does not. Okay. Once again, let me go ahead and Alt Z. Okay, so it is once again blank here because we don't have any content here on the body. So what do we need to do first? Let's change the title first. Okay, to buttons. Because for today's lesson, it's going to be buttons, which is very exciting. So let's go ahead and go to Google and then type in Materialize CSS. And yeah, just click here, the first one. So um, just like what I mentioned to you yesterday, uh, the first thing we need to do if we want to use Materialize is to copy the CDN. So we're going to be copying two. I'm going to copy this first one. S- Where will we put it again? So that's just under the meta or above title. It's up to you. All right, so there you go. So I want you to notice this. This is actually just a comment. That's not part of the code. So kung gusto nyong maglagay lang ng comment or just put palatandaan, so all you need to do is type in this greater than or less than, and then exclamation mark and two dashes. Okay, it will give you this tag, comment tag. So anything you put in there, it's okay. So hindi magkakaroon ng error because that's just for you to know. Okay, so for example, I would like to remind myself that this is the title tag. Okay, so it would not affect your coding. All right, so let's copy this. And this is again for materialize, we need to put it here in the body, sa ilalim ng body natin. All right, all right, so ready na tayo for materialize. Okay, now what we're gonna be doing today would be the buttons. So I want you to go to CSS and then look for, I want you to go to components and then click on buttons or buttons. Okay, so this is exactly what we'll be copying. So we will learn how to use these buttons. So as you can see, it's interactive. All right, so let's start with this title. So you know what to do. That's first things first. Hindi siya nakadikit dito. So, kailangan natin ng container. So, how do we do container? So, first, we need to create a div or division. And I will tell div or I will tell HTML that this is a class of container. Alright? So, ibababa ko lang yung end tag. Sa gitna, maglalagay na ako ng buttons as a title. So, para sa akin, this is H1. So, pinakamalaki. I'm gonna create H1 here. Type in H1. As you can see, it's automatically okay, creating the tag, closing and opening tag. And then let's go ahead and type in buttons. All right. But once again, it's anong kulay niya? It's color black. So I want to change it to color something like this. All right, red, but it's lighter. So all I have to do is on H1, sa loob ng H1, I'm gonna create, or right after the word H1, I'm gonna create a class. Again, I'm gonna tell H1 would be red. Pero pag nilagay nyo ang word na red, it will red the entire thing. So, lagyan nyo ng dash and text. So, red dash text. So, that's a red button. Kaya lang masyadong red naman to. Dito sa gayahan natin is medyo lighter. So, I want to lighten the text. So, what do I do? Type in text, and then dash lighten. And gaano ka-light ko gusto? So, siguro mga 2. So, ilalagay ko dash 2. Ayan. Okay. Alright. So, meron na tayo dyan. Okay, that's the long method. Okay. So, but we can also use the short method. Paano nga ba? Gagawa ulit tayo dito. Sa right-click tayo dito sa Explorer natin ng file or click nyo itong isang to. And then let's go ahead and do a style.css. Type in style.css. Okay? Kaya lang hindi pa sila connected. Hindi pa connected itong buttons HTML at CSS. Paano natin ko-connect? Ilalagay uli natin siya sa head. Okay? Kahit saan dyan sa head, it's quite alright. So let's papakita ko kung paano gumamit ng comment. Lagyan natin ng comment. Okay? Alright. Ang i-comment ko dito is, for example, this is for style as CSS. Style.css. Okay? So, dito ko ilalagay yung link niya. So, paano natin ililink? All you need to do is type in link. And then, dun sa may href, type nyo lang yung ginawa nating file. Style.css. Okay? So, i-click nyo lang yung style. Pero pagka ganito, burahin na natin tong long method. Okay. So, balik natin sa dati. Ayan. And then, i-declare natin sa style, hey style, I want my h1. And also, siguro gagamit ako ng h3. I want h1 and h3 to be red and slim. Okay, so let's go ahead and add curly brackets and then enter. I'm gonna tell CSS, hey, the color should be, so I will type color, and then the color should be red. Okay. So, pwede nyo naman ilagay na red. Or pwede rin, pakita ko yung long method. Kasi dito pwede nyo nang baguhin eh. Okay. Pwede nang, kung napapansin nyo, hindi siya nagana. Bakit siya hindi nagana? Kasi hindi pa siya totally, okay, refreshed. Okay, so, but kaya siya hindi nagana? Because it does not have comma. Okay, so let's go ahead and, oh, sorry, just a moment. So, yes, color would be red, but I would like to actually change it to somewhere here. There you go. And then I will also want to tell Hey, CSS, I want the font weight. Remember, the weight is the thickness of the lines of the text. I want it to, let's say, I want it 900. That's too much. That's not the look that I'm going for, so I'm gonna go just with 300. Let's see. There we go. So it's almost the same. I think it's even 400. Let's do a 400. No, just 300 will suffice. All right. So yeah, I got the look that I want. Now I'm gonna go back here, and as you can see, there is what do you call this? This is divider, right? So for divider, there's another division, but I think I'm just gonna put it inside the container for the moment. So I'm not gonna create another div. I'll just put it the divider right after the buttons. Okay, let's type in another. Actually, it's still a a type of div. So let's go ahead and type in div and then class. I don't classing div siya. That's a divider. Div is not a div. Div is different from divider, ha? Div means division or yung section ng website nyo. So divider. So yun na. Meron na tayong divider here. Okay, so after divider, we have a paragraph here. Let me just go ahead and copy it here. So what do we use for a paragraph? We just type in P, all right? So there you go. Let me go ahead and word wrap everything so that we'll see it better. There we go. All right. Mm-hmm. I think I'm gonna put a break line here before the paragraph. So BR. There you go. Nag-adjust na siya. And then what's next? We have this race. May space dito, so I'm gonna put BR, okay. And then another is going to be, this is, perhaps this is H3, okay, because this is way much larger. So I'm gonna put H3 and it says here raised. All right, let me enter H3 and then raised button. Okay, so far so good. Now we will be working on buttons. So as you can see, we have three buttons here and we'll be copying that. This is the sample. Okay, this is the sample code. I don't want you to copy paste kasi hindi po kayo matututo. Paano pag kayo ay in-interview? Kasi minsan inaalam nila kung alam mo talaga yung codes. Okay? How do you did this? How do you do that? Okay? Or how did you manage to code this? So I want you to, yes, copy it, but not as in highlight and then copy and paste. I want you to have this as a guide. So the first one is A with a class of wave effect. Okay, let's try it. Just below here. So we have A, which is anchor. w- Um, but instead of href, because href means link. So we're not gonna link it yet. Wala muna tayo ilalagay ng link. So let me delete that. So just a class of wave effect. Okay. All right. So actually, the as you can see here on the guide, so we have a class wave effect. Let's start with the button because that's what we want. This A would love to be. Okay. So we want the A to be button. All right. So let's start with the BTN. So that's short for button. So BTN. So as you can see, when I typed BTN, it created here a button. Okay, so let's go ahead and add a wave effect. as well as a wave light. Okay, let's add wave dash effect. So, ano mangyayari dyan? Effects. Wala pa, mamaya. Okay, and then waves light. So the reason why it's not working is because it should be waves. Okay, and then waves light. All right. So as you can see, oh, maganda yung effect niya. May wave effect. At saka yung kulay ng wave niya is light. Okay? So let's add button dito sa gitna ng dalawang opening tag and closing tag. So let's go ahead and add the word button itself. So ano nangyari? So nagkaroon ng button dito. So ito yung ginagaya natin. Ano po? Ayan, meron na tayong isa. So let's add another one. Here, ang ginawa naman is merong icon. So I want baby steps, tama? I-introduce ko na kayo sa icon. Okay? So, sabi dito, ganun din, gagawa tayo ng button the same way. Meron ding button dito, kaya lang merong extra na napalagay. May I element. So, ano ba yung I element? So, yung I element is icon. So, as you can see here, may icon tayo ng cloud. So, si Materialize, meron po yung, let me duplicate this, icon components. So, let's go here on the side, click icons. There you go. So, meron tayong iba-ibang klase ng icon here. This is the name of the icon. For example, add location. We also have add. Okay. So, paano gumamit ng icon? Simpleng-simple. I, and then with the class of material icons. Okay. Ibig sabihin ng material icons, icons galing sa materialize. Okay? So, yun ang gagawin natin. So, let's go back and let's type it again. Under here, we have A. Okay? Delete na natin yung href. Hindi tayo muna magli-link. So, class of button, btn, and then mag-add tayo ng waves dash effect. Gusto ko magkaroon ng wave effect. And then, mag-add din tayo ng gusto ko ang kulay ng waves kasi ganito ang itsura niya kapag dark yung wave niya. Ito ang light wave. So gusto ko yung ang wave ay light. So waves dash light. Alright. And then button, tama? Kaya lang sa natin ilalagay yung icon. So dito natin ilalagay sa unahan ng button. Okay? So let's go ahead and determine what is the given icon here. So we have I. So mag-start ulit tayo dito. Ibaba ko lang to ha. Pwede nyo naman ibaba yan for a moment. And then, let's click I. Okay? So icon na yan. So let's go ahead and tell that the I is a class of materials icon. Materials dash icon. Let's see kung anong ginamit dito. So, material, icons, cloud ang ginamit. Okay? So, material, sobra ng S, hindi gagana. Dapat is material, icons. Okay? Pag may mali po kasi kayong isang letter is hindi nagagana. So, sa loob ng I, nung dalawang opening uh, icon at saka closing icon tag, sa gitna niyan, ilagay nyo ngayon kung ano yung klase ng icon na yan. Dito natin makikita ano yung icon, pangalan ng icon. So, let's try cloud. Nasaan ba ang C? Cloud. Okay. Kung ano, ayun, cloud. Ano bang gusto nating cloud? Gusto ko itong cloud lang na to. Okay, ayoko nito eh. So, copy ko or type in ko dito, diretso is cloud. Hmm, bakit po hindi gumana? Kasi hindi pa natin nadadagdag yung icon. Icon, or hindi pa natin nalilink yung icon materialize. So, let me have one moment. And go back here so that we would know how to use it. So sabi dito sa icon, we have included 932 icons. So napakadami na lang icon na pwede nating gamitin from courtesy of Google. So the usage, paano gamitin? Ba't ito sir hindi gumana, nakalagay lang cloud? Kasi hindi pa natin inililink itong icon. Nililink din po natin yan ha. So as it says here, to be able to use these icons, you must include this line in the head. So dito natin ilalagay sa head part. Alin ang ilalagay? Itong code na to. So copy nyo lang to and then i-paste natin dito sa head. Okay, tandaan nyo, ito yung head. Yan ang head part. So sa loob ng head element. So siguro I'm gonna put it here under the style CSS. Oh, ayun oh, gumana na siya. So, kailangan pala is ilalagay din natin yung kanyang materialize code. Okay, so let's go back to the buttons. Alright, so meron na tayong nito at saka nito. Gawin naman natin itong isa. So basically, ganun lang din siya. Actually, may mali pa tayo dito is because tingnan nyo ito. May proper position yung cloud niya. Although nasa left din siya, kaya lang hindi natin dineclare na dapat nasa left siya. So anong gagawin natin? Simpleng-simple is dito sa class, I'm gonna tell A should be button. It has it should have wave effect. It should have waves light and also it should be on the left. So i-type ko lang yung left. Ano mangyayari kung sorry, yung icon pala, wag dyan. Dun tayo sa icon mag-left kasi na-left yung buong A. Okay? So dito sa material icons, let me go ahead and type left. Okay? So nakita nyo, tinype ko dito under class ng I or icon. So nagpunta yung icon sa left. Okay? So basically, kopyahin ko lang para mabilis. Ito, iakyat ko na rito or ibaba ko na para ayusin ko lang ha. It's always a good practice na ayusin natin lagi. Okay? Or since para ano, organized na siya, itaas ko na lang kaysa ibaba ko. Okay. And then copy all of these sa ibaba para makagawa tayo ng another one. Kaya lang nagpunta rito. So I'm gonna, there you go. So naging dalawa siya. So dito, instead of on the left, ilalagay natin on the right. So change lang natin tong left to right, basically. So meron na kayong tatlong buttons. Okay? Ayan siya. Next, yan yung raised button. Bakit raised? Kasi, tingnan nyo, nakaangat siya. Meron siyang shadow. Okay. Eto, mas nakaangat to. So, kasi from the word itself, floating. So, let's go ahead and create a title here or a header. Heading 3, maybe. H3. And then, let's type in floating. Mag BBR lang ako dito. Breakline, BR. Another BR. There you go. So, gagawa tayo nito, yung floating. Kadalasan to sa mobile, magandang maganda. So, paano daw ang floating? So, all you need to do is have this as a guide. So, ang una is, let's type in A with a class of, instead ng button lang or BTN, dadagdagan natin ng BTN, floating. Okay? At hindi lang yan, kasi maliit yon kapag BTN floating. Gawin nating malaki, BTN dash large. Okay? And then mag-a-add din tayo ng konting effects and we'll have it as color red. So, ganyan po ang pagbasa ng code. Okay? Meron din siyang icon. So, maglalagay din tayo ng icon dito na add icon. Okay? And then, yung mga closing tags natin. So, let's go ahead and start. So, under floating, let's go ahead and type in A. Again, let's remove href. We don't need that as of the moment. All we need to do is to indicate the class, which is btn, ano nga ba? Floating. Yun. So, meron na tayo dito. Kaya lang kulay green. So, btn floating, we want it to be a little bit larger. So, btn dash large. Oh, yun. Mas gusto ko yan. Mas larger siya. So, wala naman siyang ka-effect. So, lagyan natin ng wave effect. So, paano maglagay? So, gusto ko ng waves. And then, effect. And then, another one is waves light. Para light yung kanyang wave. O, meron na siyang wave kapag kiniklik. But I want it to be red. So, let's go ahead and type in red. Okay? Anong kulang dyan? Teka lang, hindi ko ma-scroll ha. Ang kulang dito is plus. But before I add the plus, let me just add sa ilalim para hindi masyadong mababa. Maglagay lang ako ng space ha. It's up to you to do this or not. So, maglalagay lang ako ng another division sa baba ha. Just a moment. Ayan, division with the style of height. Ang height is 200 pixel px. Ayan, natataas ko na ng konti. So, going back, hindi pa complete itong ating um, floating button. So, kulang pa siya ng, hindi naman pwedeng word ang ilagay mo dyan, pangit. So, dapat icon. So, maglagay tayo ng icon. Paano nga ba maglagay ng icon? So, type in dito is I. Okay. So, gagamit tayo ng class of material icons. Material dash icons. Okay. And then, anong klaseng icon? Titingnan natin dito sa icon kung anong gusto natin. So, ang gusto ko, for example, ang ginamit dito is plus. So, ang plus dito is simpleng-simpleng add, the word add. So, pag nag-type kayo ng add dito, magiging plus. Eh, gusto ko download eh. So, let's try download. Meron bang download dito? Let me find download. Okay, that's not the download that I want. Perhaps that is what I'm looking for. So, itong file underscore download. Let me try this one. Okay. Instead of add, let me change it to file underscore download. Ayun, meron na. Okay, very good. Now, let's go ahead and proceed. Next would be floating action button. Itong word na to, siguro ito is H5. So, let me go ahead and add H5, but let me put BR or break line. And then let's add an H5, which is, no, not file download, but floating action button. There we go. All right, ayun, no, saktong-sakto. And then, s- actually, yeah, let's go ahead and copy it. P for paragraph and then put it there. Mamaya ko na i-change yung color. Sa style ko na lang siya i-change. Okay, but you can always change it here, ha? So for example, ito, sa P dito. So you can always do a class and then anong gusto nyong kulay? Gusto ko kulay is gray, Grey, and then ayun, lalagyan ko ng dash text kasi nagiging gray lahat. There you go, gray na siya. Gusto kong darken ng gaano ka dark. Okay, darken ng siguro 2 tones darker. Dapat pala text darken. Text dash darken. Yan, for example lang ha. So pwede nyong gawin yan or pwedeng simply you can go here sa style CSS and i-declare mo lang si P. Same thing, lagay ka ng bracket and then sabihin mo sa kanya, hey, color. Gusto ko ang color ng text ay kulay blue. Naging blue lahat ng P. Bakit hindi ito naging blue? Kasi nag-declare ka dito eh. So itong sinunod niya. Pag dinelete mo yan, ang susundin niya is si, ayun, si style CSS. But let's go ahead and change it to gray. There we go. It's always nice to use gray instead of complete black, ha? One tip from me. Okay, so as you can see, we already did that. Now let's do the flat. Okay, copy ko lang to para mamaya. So that's another header. So that's header 3 and then flat. I hope everyone nakakasunod pa kayo. Okay, pwede nyo pa ulit-ulitin yung video anyway. So let's do a paragraph again. Naka-style na yung paragraph natin. Okay, naka-gray na rin siya dito sa style CSS. So let me go ahead and proceed with the button. Nasaan yung button? Hindi ko makita. Ito po yung button. Ayun, no? Flat kasi siya. So, walang kakulay-kulay. Okay? So, let's go ahead and use this. So, sabi dito is A. Gagamit pa rin tayo ng A. And then with a class of BTN flat. Yun yung klase niya. Okay? So, let's go ahead and go and add it. Mag-BR lang uli ako. BR. And then let's add A. Delete ko muna tong href. Instead, I will tell what class it is, which is btn flat. There you go. But nag-floating ka flat nga eh. Kulit naman. Okay, so there you go. We have btn flat, but we also want wave effects as well as we want the waves not to be light but to be teal naman, okay? So, wala pa siya. Lagyan ko muna, sige, lagyan ko muna ng waves effects. Dapat magkaroon muna ng effect bago yung kulay ng effect. So, waves dash, anong kulay ang gusto nyo? Kulay teal. Teal, ito yung kulay ng teal. Wala pa kasi wala pang laman, wala pang text. So, parang invisible kasi ang flat eh. Lagyan natin ng text dito. Sa gitna nitong opening tag and closing tag. Sa gitna, maglagay tayo ng button. Button, the word the button. Ayan na siya. Nakita natin kung nasa na siya. So, teal lang nilagay ko. E paano kung waves, gusto ko ng wave ay kulay orange? Ayun. Orange siya. Okay? So, are we clear with that? Now, let's go ahead and do the submit button. Alright. Ganun din. Let's go ahead and do H3. And then let's do submit. Let's go back here, copy this paragraph, and then do another P or paragraph, and then paste it here sa loob ng tags. Okay, now we will do this submit. Sabi dito, hindi na tayo gagamit ng A. When you use a button to submit a form, instead of using the input tag, which is A, use a button tag. Okay, ito ang pinagkaiba niya ha, dito sa ibang to. Kasi ito is pagsasubmit na ng form to. Pero hindi pa natin i-discuss yon ha. Gawin lang muna natin kung anong nandito. So first is button, and then with the class of button din, btn as usual, yung pinaka-plain na button. And then maglagay lang tayo ng waves effects, wave lights, and mamaya ko na ipapakita ko sa inyo to ha. So let's go ahead and do the button. Button mismo ang type natin. Okay? I-enter ko lang sa baba. So masanay tayong i-enter pababa yung ating mga closing tag. Okay? So button with a class of btn. So i-follow nyo na lang muna. It will make sense eventually on your following days. Okay? With the class of btn, and kailangan ba ng waves effects? Yes. So it has waves effects, and the waves effects is light. Okay. Next, ito type na lang natin ha. So, submit. Lagyan ko muna dito ng submit sa loob para merong, ayun o, para nagkaroon na ng word and submit. And then, meron silang pinapalagay. Unahin na natin ito, ha. Hindi pa kailangan mag-make sense to, ha. Itong part na to. Copy nyo na lang muna for now. So, sa loob to ng button tag, ha. Dito sa dulo nyo na lang ilagay. So, meron tayong with the class of. Maglagay naman tayo with the type of. Submit, and then with the name of action. Okay? So, wala pa yung mangyayari, ha. So, nilagay lang muna natin dyan. Next, we'll be adding, ano to, may send icon. So, gagamit ulit tayo dito ng, siguro before the submit or after submit. Let's go ahead and add icon. So, ano nga bang ginagamit? With the class of material dash icons. Kasi icons ni Materialize ang gagamitin natin. So ano pa? So ilalagay natin ay anong klaseng icon? Sabi dito is send icon. So ito siya. Send. Pakita ko lang sa inyo. Yan siya o send. So let's go back and yung send ang gamitin natin. Ayun. Kaya lang hindi maayos. So, dito sa class, icon class, material icons, lagyan natin ng left dito sa loob ng quotation ha. Huwag sa labas. Hindi gagana yan pag dito nyo nilagay. Ayan. O, wala. Or right pala ha. Right. Lagay natin right. Ayun. Umayos na siya. Paano kung gawin nating left? Ayun. Pumunta sa left. Paano kung center? Walang center. So, right lang. Okay? Okay, next we have large. So, for the large, as usual, copy ko na nga lang to. Kopya na lang ako di. Sige na, ipakita ko na ng dapat masipag. So, H3, and then large. And then, anong paragraph ang ikakopy natin? Copy lang natin to. Saka uulit nyo guys, matututo kayo. Kahit hindi nyo intentional, ganun pala yun. Ulit-ulit na may H3, alam ko na siya. Okay, baby steps talaga. So, paragraph, kailangan naka-P. Ulit. P, Tapos saka ko ipe-paste yung paragraph. Okay? Next, we have tatlong buttons. Okay, so meron naman na tayong tatlong buttons dito. I-copy ko na lang. So, nasan siya? Sa raised. Dapat pala nilalagyan ko ng comments para madaling makita. So, paano nga ba ang comments? Ganyan ang comments. So, lagay natin ng raised. For example. Para palatandaan lang. Okay? Kasi pag marami na masyadong codes, hindi mo na alam kung saan nandun yung saan, nilalagyan natin ng comments. Okay? So, copy ko tong buong to, buong tatlong buttons. Di ba buttons tong tatlo? Tama ba? Okay. Lagay ko lang dito. Okay, sige, tama dito na. So, copy ko na nga lang tong tatlong to para mabilis. And then, paste ko dito sa loob ng div pa rin ha. Pag sa labas ng div, mawawala yung container. So, tab ko lang siya. Meron na tayo dito. Eh sir, inulit mo lang yung sa raised eh. Yes, pero babaguhin kasi natin, gagawin nating large. Okay? Ano ang kinaibahan niya? So, instead of btn lang, btn large, gagawin nating large. Nasaan ba yun dito? So, nakita nyo may btn lang dito. Delete nyo lang yan. Palitan nyo lang ng large. Dapat pala dito sa harap ko nilagay. So, BTN, ayan siya. Pero, lalagyan ko ng dash, large. O, lumaki. So, how about this? Large. O, yun, lumaki uli. And, how about this other one? BTN dash large. Malalaki na sila. Kaya lang, okay, ang bilis nila lumaki. Okay, next, kailangan natin is small naman. Okay, so copy na nga lang natin tong lahat ng to mula sa large hanggang dito sa mga buttons. And then paste natin dito. Oops, yan ang danger ng copy paste, hindi maayos ang itsura. So itab-tab nyo lang. Okay, so lagyan ko na nga ng comments para alam ko. Ano nga bang shortcut sa comment? Okay, large. Ito ay small. Gawin nating small. Okay, so palitan ko lang yung large ng small. And then dito din. So instead na panay btn dash large, btn dash small. Tingnan natin kung ano mangyayari. So mas maliit siya kaysa sa regular na button. Okay? Ang regular is btn, ang small is btn dash small, ang large is btn dash large. So palitan ko lahat lang small to. Pwede niyong baguhin ang kulay ha. So, for demonstration purposes lang naman to. And last but not the least is disabled. Okay? So, try natin gumawa ng disabled ng large, ng medium, and ng, ito na lang siguro yung float. Okay? So, all I have to do is, once again, H3 for the title. Ang lagay ko is disabled. Ayan na siya. And then this style can be applied to all button types. So let's do all button types. So paragraph, and then paste it here. Oh, wala akong mga BR, so wala mga space dito. So anyway, kayo na lang ang lagay ng break line. So lagyan ko na rin para masaya. Okay, BR. Dito rin, lagyan ko rin dun sa part ng small. Kasi wala siyang BR dito. Or BR. There we go. Yung large din, walang, lagyan ko na rin ng comments. So, pag hindi nyo alam masyado ang ginagawa o may chat GPT pa ako, tanong lang kayo kay Google, what is the shortcut key for comments in VS Code? Ano nga ba? Wala. Wag na nga. Okay. So, yes, wag daw dapat tamad. So, i-type ko na lang. And then dito is large. So kaya naman ako nagko-comment, hindi naman wala namang mangyayari dito. Ang comment is para lang kita natin kung ano yung mga parts ng mga codes natin. Halimbawa, may kokopyahin ako sa large. Nasaan ba ang part ng large? So hanapin mo lang yung comment mong large. So dito, kukuha tayo sa large. Okay, large pengi naman ng isa. Okay. So, copy ako ng isang large na code na elements. Ito, isang buong element to. Okay. So, lagay ko dito sa baba. Kopya naman ako ng raised. Okay. Or yung ating regular button. Kopyahin ko lang tong isa, yung unang button. Okay. Lagay ko dito. Enter nga muna ako. Lagay ko dito. O yun, meron na akong isa. Ano pa yung isa dito? And then, ayun, yung flat. Nasaan ba ang flat? Hindi ko nalagyan kasi eh. So, lagyan ko na rin ng comment. Exclamation point, dash dash. Ito yung flat. Okay. Copy ako ng isang flat na button. Ito, isang buong button kasi itong isang element na to eh. Okay. And then, type ko dito, enter ko dito. Meron na ring button. And then, hanap pa tayo ng floating. Nasaan ka floating? Ito. Nasaan ang A? Yung A kasi yung button eh. Ito. Type nyo, kopyahin nyo mula A hanggang closing A ha. Pag kinopya nyo na hanggang dito lang sa closing I, eh, hindi gagana. Isang buong A element dapat. Okay, so i-paste ko lang siya dito. Yan. So, ang gagawin natin is, i-disable natin siya. Paano daw ang gagawin pag disable? All you need to do is ilagyan ng disable yung class sa loob ng class ng A. Okay? So, paano ang gagawin dyan? So, nasan ba yung class ng A? So, ito yung class ng A. So, kailangan nasa loob nitong quotation mark. Okay, so ilagay na lang natin sa dulo. Kahit saan naman dyan pwede, kahit magbali-baliktad yan. So dito na lang sa dulo, space, and then disabled. May D ang disabled ha. So dito din sa disabled, dito rin sa kabila is disabled. And for the last one, after ng red is disabled. Hindi na siya red, okay? So ganyan po ang ating gagawin for today.